If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Welcome back again to another episode of Far From Finished. Again, as always, we are truly, truly appreciative of your love and your support for this vlog, that we are continually being broadcasting to you, sending out to you, and hoping that it's doing a very impactful job, hoping that you are influenced and really learning from what we ship out to you, what we send out to you. And again, as always, we have had a very exciting week, and today I'm really excited to come and share with you again on what God has laid on my heart, things that, everyday basis that we deal with, everyday basis that we encounter. And funny enough, and I use the word funny, but what I'm going to talk about is not so funny, is dealing with the aspect of death. And death is something that most persons still try to figure out what happens after I am gone, what takes place after I'm gone. And most, there's a fear for it, and a fear in that what takes place. And today I want to look at actually what is the purpose of death. Does death really have a purpose? And the truth is it does. And that purpose in itself, I'm going to say funny enough, that purpose literally lies within when purpose is complete or purpose is fulfilled. And what I want to share with you is that in God's creation of us and God's design of us, according to Ecclesiastes 3, it talks about seasons and time. All of us are born in time. It means that there's a time to live and there's a time to die. So the truth is, we all will have to face this thing called death. The matter is, what are we doing before it happens is very critical. Why? Because death is quote unquote activated when purpose is fulfilled. And that purpose is what you have to discover from the time you are aware of what God has laid for you to do or what God has designed you to do. And again, it is also in line with what God has purposed life for. So here let me give you an example. When one completes what God is giving to them, there's no reason for them to exist. Why? What would be the purpose you're existing if there's nothing for you to do? You have to be removed. Make sense? Yeah? Right, because again, you cannot exist in a space where you have no purpose. Life is designed with purpose. So when purpose is no longer required, there's no need for it to exist. Existence is based on purpose. When purpose is no longer there, there's no reason for existence. So death now is activated to remove whatever is existing. Right? So again, it sounds technical, it sounds weird, but when we think about it logically, when we think about it from the nature of God aspect of who He is, He's a God of purpose. So when purpose is gone and when purpose is complete, as the saying goes, I must die empty. So all that God has placed into you, you have to let it all out, because when you let it all out, death comes. Right? There are other aspects of how death is also activated in that timeline. All of us have a timeline, and within that timeline, you are to complete all that God requires you to do, because there is a timeline to live and there's a timeline to die. So again, when we think about death, it's not to be scared of death, but it's to understand its nature, understand its purpose, and therefore live with that understanding that I do not have time to waste. I do not have time to throw away. I do not have time to skylark. My timing is critical. Every minute and every second of the day is important to me. So therefore, I'm not going to play with my time, but I'm going to utilize my time and practice proper time management in order to fulfill what is inside of me within the period I've been given. So again, as we always say, if purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.